everyone, welcome to this video. This is my recap video for Melbourne Comic Con that I had at the beginning of the month. I didn't end up vlogging. I had 1 minute worth of footage and then upon arriving at the con realized that it was so busy and stressful that I just could not get any vlogging done. So this is going to be my way to fill you in on that weekend and my time in Melbourne. So on the Thursday night I had work, I was trumpet tutoring and I finished at 6:30. I went straight home, packed my bag and went to the airport. I had a really late flight and I was landing at about 11 o'clock. Turns out my whole flight was an hour late anyway, so I landed at about 12:15. My really good friend DK, who you've met in a previous Melbourne vlog, picked me up from the airport and I crashed on his girlfriend's couch for the night. That was super helpful and I can't thank him and Natalie enough for having me for the night, and it was so late, it was like 2 AM by the time I got to bed. Woke up, hung out with DK. He's a tattoo artist, so I went to his tattoo parlor just to hang out for a bit. Whilst DK was working at the parlor, I went to the gym for a quick back workout. I was really stoked I got that in because it was a crazy weekend and it kind of kept me energized. DK had his own booth for the weekend to promote his tattooing, so on the Friday you can go in and set up your stalls and your booths and things. So I went in with DK to help him set up his booth, which worked out really well because I got to get a scope of where everything was for the convention. Then I went down the road to see Ellen after work. She finished work at about 4:30 and we caught the train back to her place, grabbed a burger and then got cracking on these costumes. The competition that Ellen and I entered was on the Saturday. The winners of this competition were to represent Australia in a national cosplay competition. Ellen made both the costumes herself. She is incredibly talented, incredible human being, and I can't believe how she did it. Unfortunately, Ellen was a bit behind on her costume. I went to bed at 11:30 at night. Ellen pulled an all-nighter for the whole of Friday. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning on Saturday to get ready for the con, walk out into the living room and she's there still sewing. Pulled an all-nighter. She's incredible. We managed to get both costumes ready. She did an incredible job, literally working until the 11th hour. The entire Saturday morning was just getting ready like clockwork, makeup, contact lenses, mask, eyelashes. We were so stretched for time that I ended up having to sew on the pom-poms for my collar whilst Ellen was braiding my hair for my cowl. It was that intense. Ellen and I caught an Uber and got to the convention at about 10:30 because we had pre-judging for the competition at 11. The judges just wanted a conversation with us about our characters and see our costumes up close. After the pre-judging, Ellen's boyfriend Reese met up with us and we just rehearsed our skit over and over and over again because we hadn't had a chance to practice yet. The skit had to be a maximum of 2.5 minutes long. So using iMovie, I created this montage of different songs. Our idea was that Harley meets Ivy for the first time and Ivy's really serious, so Harley's trying to change the music by clapping her hands into something a bit more joyful, and so I'm dancing on stage while Ellen's like, "What are you doing?" And then eventually ends up with us two dancing together and conga lining off the stage. It's a really fun little clip. I'll most likely upload the entire skit to YouTube at some stage. It was incredible fun to cosplay with my best friend and also support her through her first ever cosplay. We rehearsed up until 1 o'clock, which was our call time. So then we went behind the stage and talked to a few of the other contestants and they were all so lovely. It was really nice to have such healthy and fun, friendly competition. Ellen and I were last on stage, so we performed at about 2:45 PM. The people that did win were incredible. There was this amazing Dragon Ball Z duo and it was just fun to be a part of it. So it was an amazing experience. After the competition, I hung backstage for a tiny bit with Ellen and I was just going through my phone and texting Chris saying, "Hey, the competition went really well," and la 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 la. I'm checking my Instagram stories and like, oh, you know, Chris is at home, there's his cat, and la 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 la. I leave backstage and go out onto the con floor with Ellen and there waiting for me are my gorgeous friends. There's Badge as Deadpool, Elise as Wonder Woman, Cam as Batman Beyond, and just a whole group of my amazing friends. I'm on so much adrenaline after the performance and Badge is just like, hey, here's my brother Kirk, do you mind if he gets a photo? And with all the photos I take, I'm like, didn't think twice about it. I was like, yeah, sure, brother Kirk. Brother Kirk was wearing this navy blue suit, gloves, and a stormtrooper helmet. So Cam goes to take a photo of me and brother Kirk, and then brother Kirk takes off his stormtrooper helmet and guess who it is? It's Chris. Like, what But oh my goodness. I still can't get over that surprise. It was just like, what? Everything he had been doing leading up to the convention made me think that he wasn't going to be there at all. This man seriously surprised the absolute hell out of me, and I was so happy to see him, especially knowing that he was there supporting me in the crowd, and he came all this way down just to see me. It was just like, Chris! He even wore a different cologne and gloves so that I wouldn't recognize anything. He was walking different. It was just crazy. So that was a massive surprise, and I couldn't be happier. It was the cherry on top of my weekend. Having him there beside me was just like, yeah, really cool. So after I calmed down after that massive surprise, I just ended up hanging in that same area with all my buddies. Ellen and I managed to get a few really nice photos with Matic photography, and then after that we were absolutely pooped. That was my first official time wearing contact lenses for a full day, and I didn't realize I needed eye drops. Massive mistake by me. So my eyes were really sore from these contact lenses, plus the eyelashes, the cowl on my head, the mask on. I was getting bad headaches. Ellen and I left the convention at about 4:30, went home, showered. Ellen went and stayed at her boyfriend's house, and I went into the city to meet up with Badge, Cam and Chris. We then went out for dinner with DK and his friends, and I crashed at the Airbnb that Chris and Cam had 15 minutes down the road from the convention. Stayed the night there, woke up in the morning. I had to do Suicide Squad Harley for bulk nutrients. As I mentioned in a previous video, I was invited to be a guest ambassador for them. I couldn't be more proud to represent a brand that I'm so passionate about, so that was awesome. I was rostered on for 8 hours from 10 AM till 6 PM, and it was non-stop all day. I do not know how I survived in those high heels. People kept coming to my booth for photos, and I met so many gorgeous people. Bulk Nutrients were absolutely lovely to work alongside. They had awesome samples there as well. They were promoting a product called Future Whey, which is their new protein powder. It literally tastes like lemonade or Coca-Cola, depending on the flavor you go for. At about 5:45, the convention was really dying down. I promised DK that I would visit his booth, and we were going to take some photos of me pretending to tattoo someone. So I get to the booth and I put on some gloves, ready to take some photos pretending to tattoo someone. And then DK turns to me and goes, "No, you're actually going to tattoo." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, you're tattooing me. I want you to tattoo Squad on my leg," which is exactly what Margot did to her co-stars on the set of Suicide Squad. All within 2 minutes, I learned how to tattoo and successfully completed a tattoo on my good friend. We got some awesome footage. I'll pop it on the screen for you guys to see. That was an absolutely crazy experience. I'm so grateful that DK trusted me to do that. We ended up pulling up a big audience at the booth as well, so that was crazy. It was so much adrenaline. It was the end of the day. I was knackered, and just tattooing for the first time in front of heaps of people in my Harley cosplay, it was this surreal thing that I never thought would happen. So that was cool. Cam, Chris and I then walked back to their Airbnb, which was 15 minutes away. I was so exhausted. All I wanted to do was get out of my cosplay as quick as I can and have a nice long shower. We then met up with a lot of my cosplay friends down the road at Grilled and got a burger. It was awesome just to catch up and chill with everyone after a long weekend. Ended back at the Airbnb, went to bed, woke up. We had to be out of the Airbnb by 10 AM. Chris and Cam went straight to the airport because they had their flights, and I hung out with DK for the day. We went and saw Despicable Me 3, which was really cute, and then up until Wednesday afternoon I just chilled at Ellen's. Ellen had work during the day, so I would go to the gym and get on top of my emails, my YouTube and all those kinds of things, and then in the evenings we would hang out and have a nice dinner together. So it was really good to spend quality time with her and catch up properly. And yeah, that was Melbourne Comic Con. It was by far the best convention I've ever done. I got to hang out with amazing people all weekend. I got to cosplay with my beautiful best friend, and I got a surprise visit from my very handsome and amazing boyfriend, and it was just so good. Yeah, that is really all that happened at Melbourne Comic Con. I have a bag of amazing gifts that you guys gave to me over the course of the weekend, and I thought I would share it with you all now. The gorgeous Carnage cosplay gave me a little vial full of Margot Robbie's perfume she used on Suicide Squad. that is in my drawer with all of my cosplay things. So now not only do I have the cosplay pretty much under wraps, but now I have the fragrance. So thank you so much, gorgeous girl, for that. I met Roxy again, and she's given me this gorgeous letter along with a fan art, so I'll read the letter first. Dear Laura, as you already know from Melbourne Supernova, my name is Roxy, and I am so excited to see you again at Melbourne Comic Con. When you first said that you were doing Diva Harley cosplay, I was over the moon. I love Overwatch so much. My favorite characters are Diva, McCree, Widowmaker, and Tracer. Thank you, Laura, for being an amazing person. See you at Comic Con. Love, Diva. Love Roxy. Roxy gave me this incredible fan art of my Diva Harley, and it is insanely gorgeous. So thank you so much, beautiful girl. It was lovely to see you again, and hopefully I might see you at PAX. The next thing is from Daniel, who cosplayed as Deathstroke on the Sunday. He made his entire cosplay armor by himself, and it was amazing. He gave Chris this roll which had drawings all over it, and it was for Super Sam, Badge, Chris, and myself. Each of us had our own fan art and own letter inside this roll, so we opened it collectively, and we were all blown away by Daniel's amazing talent. He's only 15 years old, and he managed to do some crazy fan arts for all of us. So here is my fan art along with my letter, which reads, Dear Laura, I know this is just another drawing in the many hundreds you have, but this is my way of thanking you for being such an amazing cosplayer and such an amazing person. You can pull off some pretty amazing cosplays, and I thank you for sharing your journey with all of your fans. It's amazing and inspiring to be able to see such a confident and successful Aussie, and it always makes me smile when I see your new uploads and posts. Keep up the wonderful work, top notch. Love, Daniel. Chris, Sam, Badge, and I all talked about you and how lovely of a person you are, and I just want you to know that through this video that you are incredible, extremely talented, and your support means the world to us, so thank you so much. Next up is Talia. I met Talia at Melbourne Supernova at the beginning of the year, and then I also ran into her on the Sunday of Comic Con, and she gave me these incredible fan arts. They are gorgeous. Talia cosplayed as Nightclub Harley, and it was stunning. So congratulations, gorgeous. You've got to be really happy with how your cosplays are going. Next up is Capella. I ran into her after my cosplay comp on the Saturday, and she gave me the original art that I posted on my Instagram page a few months ago after Supernova. So how amazing is that? She's so talented. Check out her page. I'll put her Instagram link on the screen. Thank you so much for that, gorgeous. On the Sunday, I was gifted this gorgeous bag by the little Tilly, and it is the sweetest thing. Thank you so much for this. Next is Penguin. He gave me a jar of Vegemite, which is currently in my cupboard. I mentioned it at Supernova that I really like Vegemite, and he bought me my own jar, so thank you so much for that. I got this amazing drawing of my Harley Diva from Chloe, and Chloe's also written a letter on the back. Dear Laura, meeting you at Melbourne Supernova was one of the best days ever. I was there looking for you, and as soon as I saw you, I screamed and cried. I was overfilled with joy. I hope you enjoyed this drawing, and it was so nice seeing you again. I hope you never stop cosplaying because you are amazing at it, and I hope you have a good time at the rest of Melbourne Comic Con. From Chloe. Thank you so much, gorgeous. Your drawings are amazing as always. Next up is this amazing little drawing from Imi, Jackie, and Henry, and they've also left a letter. Dear Laura, I'm so happy I got to meet you at Melbourne Supernova back in April, and I'm really happy I have the chance to see you at Melbourne Comic Con. I watch your videos all the time, and they never fail to make me smile and brighten my day. I also just wanted to thank you because you inspired me to start cosplay, exercise, and to eat healthier. I think you are just such an amazing person, and I love all your Harley cosplays. I hope I see you again in the future, and I'm excited to see all of your future cosplays. Lots of love from Imogen. Thank you so much, gorgeous girl, and it was such a pleasure to meet you over the course of the weekend. The next drawings are from Cody. Cody was Deadpool on Saturday and was such a lovely person. Here is one of the drawings, and also this one here, which is amazing. Please shout out to Jet, a big Harley fan. Shout out to Jet from Cody. Thank you so much for coming up and saying hi, Cody, and I absolutely love your drawings. Last but not least is the beautiful Claire. She came up to me on the Sunday of Comic-Con, and she was dressed as this gorgeous Belle. Literally the sweetest girl I have ever met. Claire gave me an entire bag full of wrapped goodies, and I'm going to read the letter first. Dear Laura, I'm so excited to meet you at Melbourne Comic-Con. I didn't get to meet you at Melbourne Supernova, but I'm so glad to be finally able to meet you. You are such an inspiration with everything you do, from your fitness motivation, music loving, cosplaying to food lover. You are such a bright and happy woman. Your videos make my day, with the little bloopers at the end too. I'm just such a fan. I really hope you enjoy your time in Melbourne, each time you're down and possibly for more conventions. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration and being an amazing, talented woman. You're so awesome and thank you so much for being you. From Claire. I'm going to open the littlest thing first. So she's wrapped them in all of this gorgeous wrapping paper. Oh, it's Slytherin! Yes! Claire knows that my house is the best one, and that is Slytherin. Thank you so much. And the next thing, stop it. Oh, it's a burger. What is, oh, it's a burger notebook. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Claire. And this one, oh wow! Claire has put in the beach pops of Joker and Harley. These are amazing. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you, gorgeous girl. Chris and I were talking after the convention about how sweet you were, and you left an absolute positive impression on both of us, and we couldn't thank you enough for making our weekend just that extra bit brighter. So thank you so much, beautiful. Okay guys, I'm going to leave that video there. I'm so sorry in the delay in getting this up on YouTube. In terms of updates for this month, I have a pin-up photo shoot on the 28th of July. That is the day after my birthday, in case you were wondering for some reason. I turned 22, I'm getting old. This photo shoot's in collaboration with Sarsaparilla, gorgeous Maria that makes those incredible dresses, along with Irregular Choice shoes. So if you haven't heard of Irregular Choice shoes, they are awesome. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and bye! End vlog. Oh my gosh, my eyes are so bright. Hey everyone. Hey everybody.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. Hey internet. Hey everyone. Did it go blurry? Did it? Like, what the? Ow. That was just soul crushing. Bye.